Well, actually, we need it for a call. Yes, I can order it.
So I'm honored to stand with you with millions of Jews around the world and with the hundreds of thousands who have taken to the streets of Israel to decry the threats to the democracy that has sustained the Jewish state since its founding. So much has already been shared over the last few months, from cogent political analysis to protest songs through megaphones, as we rise to confront what is perhaps the most critical moment for Israel since the fight for its independence and the Yom Kippur War. Probably the last thing you need right now is to hear from another rabbi about the issues better articulated by legal experts, lofty statesmen, or the citizens of Israel most directly impacted by these assaults on liberty. But indulge me if I get a little philosophical and a little theological, for those are in my true wheelhouse, and I believe they lie at the heart of this crisis. For what we are seeing right now in Israel, and what is most painful for those of us who are both Ohavei Yisrael and lovers of America's ideals, is a brutal betrayal of the twin titans of the modern world, liberal democracy and Jewish values. The building blocks of liberal democracy are as elemental as they are often taken for granted. The sanctity and dignity of the individual, a commitment to the power of reason and free speech, the unqualified need for civil discourse and debate, and the balance of powers, ensuring that the will of the majority will never consume the rights of the minority. These are the foundational principles that liberated us from the abyss of European ghettos into the sunlit corridors of social and political acceptance, rendering America as a true golden Medina for our people. And these are the foundational principles that forged the post-war world from which the modern state of Israel emerged, as enlightened ideals birthed miraculous redemption, and Herzl's words resounded in our hearts, Im tirtzu, ein zo agada. But the tenets of liberal democracy did not emerge from the ether. The philosophers of the Enlightenment were students of Torah, and through prayer and reflection, they crafted a vision for a better world from the voice of God echoing in the wilderness of Sin. Tselem Elohim, the inherent godliness of each person. Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, love the other as yourself. Tzedek, tzedek tirdo, justice, justice you shall pursue. In the hallowed halls of your courts, the weighty precincts of your government, and the deepest recesses of the human heart. When Netanyahu and his minions of mendacity seek to overturn liberal democracy for the tin pot tyranny of the corrupt, the criminal, and the crazy, he spits in the faces of all who have fought and died for our fundamental freedoms. And when they do this in the name of our tradition and our people, he mocks the courage of all who risk life and limb to pass our faith on to the next generation. 2,000 years ago, our people lost its lease on our promised land because of sinat chinam, senseless hatred and devastating division. The lessons of that time cry out to us in this moment, as Israel again stands on the cusp of losing its soul, and thus perhaps once again losing this land. 75 years are but a blip in the arc of history, and nothing promised will be forever fulfilled if we show ourselves to be unworthy of this blessing and this gift. And so we ask God and implore our fellow Jews to gird our spirits, to raise our voices, to strengthen our steps, and to sustain our faith in the Israel promised to us in the burning sands of Sinai, the Israel dreamed of in the founding visions of Herzl and Ben-Gurion, and the Israel we must defend and protect for our children and grandchildren, so that they may live as the iconic words inspire us, להיות חופשי בארצנו, ציון, וירושליים. May this be God's will. May this be our way. Ken yehi ratzon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rabbi Daniel, for these strong words.